Hey Bryson, I am giving you some feedback on your map DM Spirit. I'll just kill this bot. So basically, this was a really cool Dune map. I actually played this map exclusively for a while, trying to beat the god, but on UT2K4 when I didn't actually play online. I was really bad. So it was just yeah, it was just like something I challenged myself to do. I think I did it like twice. So the last thing I thought of was, hang on, let me check that I've got the right gamma on. Yeah, it seems a bit bright to me. I reckon it'd be cool to have more contrast. Like, for example, the sky was a bit darker and the overall lighting was a bit darker, but then you had more light from these point lights and a kind of more lighting coming from these flames and things that kind of, yeah, so I reckon more of a dusk setting would suit it. I think for a deathmatch or something, this is probably pretty good. The height of the level. I was thinking that it would be cool if you basically had less line of sight, because in a duel, in a duel with decent players, what you're gonna have. Let's go get the sniper. Um, you're gonna have them just picking each other off most of the time, like waiting for each other. Like, there's so many places where you can get shots. It's just you'd find it difficult to go anywhere. Like, you go up there, you go there. There's almost nowhere you can go, and dual players track each other very well. So you need to kind of really, I think it'd be good to minimize the line of sight a bit. One way you could try to do this would be to lower the height of each platform. So for example, from here, you wouldn't see through there. You wouldn't be able to really see the gun, maybe just see to here. Also, if this could be wider, so maybe you could try lowering everything like 100, and then also making these platforms like 100 or 200 wider out to here perhaps. Yeah, especially things like this. This is a great opportunity to make it a little bit wider, even though, because this being narrower like this doesn't really make it harder to get those files. Although I can see that it is a cool little overhang, like thematically. However, if it was this platform extending out to here, then you would have, you could only see really probably to here, and players would be able to safely come through here without being picked up from this spot, which is a good spot because people can go either way. Yeah. So whoops. Let me just check. Good, yeah, you've got cool blocking volumes on the walls there. Yeah. So I reckon you could aim to kind of, yeah, minimize these line of sight things as much as possible. Yeah, you do that by making platforms wider in general, which will encourage more fighting in a particular area. You could do this here by maybe moving this wall out more to here somehow. If this was wider, you'd have no sight. If this ledge, a link, if this ledge came out to here, then the player would have to move right down here to get line of sight, which would be cool. It just promotes more interesting games because they'll be engaging each other more rather than just keeping at a distance and picking each other off. I need to do a pass like this on my map as well. If this wall came out a little bit further, this wall came out more to here maybe. It's not so much the width of the doorways. The width of the doorways are good because I like how the area is more open. I prefer that to maps which are more like this room, that room. I find that a little bit boring and people just end up getting each other around corners through doorways and things. So this is cool. I like it how the like that's very much the original spirit of this map too. Is very open. Yeah. So I reckon it's pretty cool down here. I like all this stuff. It works pretty well. Thematically, not sure. These are sandbags. I'm not sure if they really work. I like the gothic theme of the original one. Oh, that's cool. That's like a ball of flame. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I really like the gothic theme of this map. I think these things kind of do break that a little bit because they're more like utilitarian things, not like, you know, just stone would be better, I reckon. I haven't really looked at all your ammo placements and things. Seem to be okay, but I would move maybe ammos away from the weapons and use them more as sound cues, like not just one here and there, like maybe 3 or 4 together, and then it's more of a, yeah, like then when you hear it you're like, oh, that guy's there, and you're not like, oh, he could be there or there or there or there. So yeah, like this 1 and 3, I could, you've already got a sound cue here for this mini, so you know these loosely grouped ammos could be there, like 1, 2, 3, 4, could be there. There seems to be a lot of ammo on this map as well. Like this is cool. This is cool. Hey, we got this here. That's a good sound cue. Yeah. Cool. Not bad too, because you can, well, maybe even on this ramp. So you know if you hear this, and then you hear the ammo get taken, you know they're going up. Or maybe even here, because it forces them to kind of take this route or something. Yeah, so I would group these up a little bit and put them in more useful places. Okay. Seems like a good place for the armor. I don't know, just visually I'd probably center it, but I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's the main thing. Is I would try grouping those ammos for sound cues, lowering maybe 100 each floor, widening platforms, and just trying to minimize ways people can snipe each other off, maximize engagement. Alright, cheers, good work, man. I like it.